Hello, my name is Miriam from somethingelementary.com, but don't go there till after September 21st or 22nd. But linked in the description will be my link tree and my landing page and some other things in case you need to get a hold of me before then. This channel is all about teaching teachers strategies, classroom management tips, and teaching with technology. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about whole group. Okay, whole group teaching can be a little bit difficult if you don't have the correct discipline. So I like to have a lot of input in my lessons, from students. It makes me want to be like, I'm a little bit envious of the classrooms that are so silent, and then the little kid raises their hand, and then they wait to speak. That's amazing, and I love it. That's just not my classroom. That's just not me. So if you like a noisy classroom, but a learning classroom, then stick around. So the first thing I do is, I don't even know what they're called. They're like quiet calls or something. So I just stick to one or two just because my kids get to know them. And every now and then I'll change one or add one. But of course, it's the class, and they say, yes, yes. Or if you say classity, class, then they say yesity, yes, which is kind of fun whenever they're learning rhyming and, just hearing sounds and things like that. Or you can say, oh, class, and they say, oh, yes. And you teach them to be silent. Once you've had that call, even if they've missed the call, maybe they were a little late, they don't yell it out after. It all finishes together. It all finishes together. I use this a lot because I'm teaching, we're talking, we're rocking, and I'll be like, oh, class, and they'll go, oh, yes. All right, keep listening up here. Okay, and I keep on going. Okay, so it's fantastic if you teach your kids the correct way. The second thing is whole brain teaching. So I'm not an expert.
The thing is, how I teach is I hear a strategy and I like it and I try it. And I hear a strategy and I like it and I try it. And if it works, cool. Then if it doesn't, then I get rid of it. So I don't really study some of these, strategies in depth.
There is like a whole curriculum on whole brain teaching. I just use parts of it, okay? So I do the whole brain teaching whenever I want them to remember something, usually vocabulary. I'll say, all right, mirror on, and then I test the mirror. I go like this. I might do a dance or go, something kind of fun to make them be mirroring me. And then we say it together. Force, they'll say force is a push or a pull. Is a push or a pull. And then I'll say, tell your partner, what is a force? And they'll say, okay, force is a push or a pull. Tell your other neighbor, and they say it again. And they're just getting interaction, right? They are saying the words, they are doing the motions, kind of helps them. Same thing with like digraph. My kindergartners, my 4, 5, and 6-year-olds can remember a digraph, 2 sounds, 2 letters that come together to make one sound is a digraph. And they start noticing that vocabulary. And they'll be like,
I see digraph SH or I see digraph CH.
It's amazing. And especially like going home with parents during COVID, they were like, my kid knows what a digraph is. I don't even know what a digraph is. So it's really cool. I think it's really helpful. The second, I guess that would be the third one, is a strategy I learned from Phonics Man. He is amazing. He has lots of great songs, but he does this strategy and I've inserted it in my classroom, and I think it's amazing. So when I want my kids to look at my letters, so I have taught 4th, 5th, 6th science, even 7th grade science, 7th grade health, but the last 3 years I've been in kindergarten. So a lot of my references are to kindergarten, but I do have higher level backgrounds, and a lot of these, like the whole brain teaching, the class, I did use those in those grades as well. So in case you're wondering, I have taught basically everything in elementary. So yes, Phonics Man does this call, and I do it whenever I want the kids to look at the letters, because a lot of times they're singing A, B, C, D, and they know the letters, but they're not looking at it to understand this is an A. It looks like this. It sounds like this. And that's what I want them to do. So anyway, it goes like this. And you have the mirror, okay, mirror on. So they are doing exactly what you're saying after you've said it though. So I would say visual, and they would do it. Visual. I can see. Auditory. I can hear. Tactile. I can feel. Kinesthetic. I can move. These are pathways to my memories. And we say that one all together. These are pathways to my memories. And then I'll say mirror off. Okay, so that one is really, really good just to get them pumped up. Because I mean, I don't have a lot of space in here, but I'm like walking visual, visual. Okay, in my class, they're like, oh, I can see. It's amazing. All right. So just try it, pump your class up and see how it goes. Okay. The next one is I do it a couple ways. One, if I'm teaching on the board, or two, if I'm reading a book. I don't know when this happened, when it started, or why. I don't even know if I've seen it before, but this is what I do. So if we're reading kindergarten again, so we'll be reading. I'll say, okay, let's say the sounds. Okay, we have b, at, bat, r, at, rat, at, sat. And then I'll say, oh, Ramirez, and they'll say, oh, Ramirez. I'll say, that's too easy. That's too easy. So we're doing it, and then I am complimenting them, but of course they're telling me, oh, Ramirez, that's too easy. And once you really start getting going, they shocked me one time because I said that, say, oh, Ramirez, and they go, oh, Ramirez. And before I could open my mouth, they go, that's too easy. That's the time, right? That's when you just love being a teacher. And it's what makes it so much fun. Okay. The other time I do something like this is, because I want them to be engaged. I don't want them to just sit and listen to me teach. Okay. I want them to be involved. It makes it fun for me. It makes it fun for them. So I can't read this book on the internet, but I read books, Wonky Donkey, Gruffalo, like all of these books. Okay. So I'll read. And if they say something, I constantly check for their comprehension, because in my grade, we're really trying to work on comprehension. But by the time I read a whole page, these kids, they're thinking of other things. So some answer back, and you usually have the same kids who are telling you the story, the same kids over and over. So I wanted to kind of spruce it up. So I'll read it and I'll say, you silly old snake. What did he say? And they'll say, you silly old snake. Doesn't he know? There's no such thing as a, and then they've heard it enough and they'll say, a gruffalo. And so as I'm reading, I do that, and I'll be like, the cup was in the cupboard. Where was it? In the cupboard. And the more that you do it, the kids, they'll start getting the rhythm, and they'll start understanding when you're about to ask a question. And it just makes whole class, whole group really fun. So anyway, let me know if you've tried any of these, or if you are going to try any of these, and let me know how it goes, because it really does. It's a loud class, it's a fun class, it's an engaged class, and it just makes school so much more fun. All right, that's all I have for you. See you next time.